I was there for 15, almost 16 months. I went out there as a mechanic, but I ended up being part of what they call an FST, which is a female search team. So it's basically like female infantry, although they would never call it that. And so I did what the infantry guys did, raided houses, went on patrols, all that. I didn't realize how it had affected me until I had my kids. And then I just could see my lack of patience and anger. For me, PTSD is just like the different things that trigger the experiences I had while I was in Iraq. So for instance, walking down the street in the city and hearing a loud noise that I wouldn't hear, where I grew up or where I live now. Just kind of startles you, makes you like pause in the moment, I guess. It's the best way I could describe it. I started seeing a therapist weekly, and I was in a few groups, a few support groups. I just learned to recognize different things that trigger PTSD, and the ways that I react to those things and how I can control those reactions and kind of slow down and be able to process things before just acting upon them. I've made progress, I don't have the same reactions as I did before, but it's not like I don't hear those things and not react to it at all anymore. I still get those feelings and your heart kind of skips a beat, I knew I wanted to go into social services, and I knew that I could make a good connection simply by what I did while I was in Iraq with all sorts of veterans, both male and female. So I just thought I would do something that I felt I could be good at, tied along with something that I wanted to do. So, doing work with veterans.
Now you're a peer specialist now.
Yes.
How did that come about? I don't think when you came back from Iraq you were thinking of,
Not at all. I started going to school for social work, and I just kind of was in my therapy and felt that, I had learned enough that I could help others who were going through things that I had been through.
And what's that done for you?
Oh, it's like therapy itself, just being able to help somebody else.
Again, post-traumatic stress disorder. We hear a lot about it. A lot of people aren't really sure what it is, but a veteran watching this, what would you say to him or her about coming in and getting some help with the Veterans and Family Services?
What would I say? Put your pride aside, and as long as you want it, you can do it, but you have to want it. Like I said, I wasn't able to recognize the things that I was going through until something came along to help me recognize those things. So for me, it was my kids, and that was enough to say, hey, you have these issues, you need to go get help. So, and I think it comes in, a variety of different ways that say, hey, you have this issue, whether it's getting a DUI or, having an altercation with your significant other, but once you recognize that, then you have to, like I said, put the pride aside and reach out.